start the vlog out today answering a common question I get about combining retinol with hydroxy acid. Specifically, you guys want to know, hey, can I use this, which is the ordinary AHA BHA peeling solution, with this, which is different, adapalene gel? The short answer is no, but you use this, you can incorporate this into your skincare routine. Both of these lead to increased skin cell turnover. If you use this, rinse it off, and put this on, it's gonna be super irritating. Not only that, the ingredients in this, hydroxy acids, can compromise the stability of adapalene. This is a pretty intense exfoliant, and it's only meant to be used a few times a week. Honestly, you only need to use it like once a week. This should be worn at night. On the days that you use this, you could actually use it in the morning. You just put it on, leave it on as directed, and then rinse it off. Alternatively, you could use it at nighttime and just skip using your retinol on those nights. The most important thing is sunscreen, which I'm gonna put on now. I'm actually gonna wear the Color Science Unforgettable Matte, but I'm gonna put this on and then I'm gonna get some coffee in my system so I can talk more coherently. Voila! Sunscreened up. It's actually a few hours later. I was doing some work on the computer, answering some emails. Anyway, I'm gonna head out in a few minutes to run errands, but before I do that, I'm feeling a little peckish. I need a little pick-me-up snack. So I'm gonna have a Verb energy bar. I love these. Today's video is in partnership with Verb. You guys know I love these. They are like a little pick-me-up. You know when you just need a little something, but it's not the best idea to have another cup of coffee? I highly recommend these. They're made with organic green tea and they have as much caffeine as an espresso, but they don't leave you feeling jittery. Yeah, they're gluten-free, dairy-free, and vegan. They only have 90 calories. And they're just like the perfect little pick-me-up. They have 6 core flavors: blueberry crisp, vanilla latte, salted peanut butter, double chocolate, lemon raspberry, and coconut chai, which is one of my favorite flavors. But they also come out with limited edition flavors. Right now they have this chocolate peanut butter cup that is so good. If you like chocolate and peanut butter, I mean, who doesn't love that combination? You're gonna love this. But the limited edition flavors sell out really quickly. Here's what they look like. Right now, Verb has an amazing deal going on. You can get their starter pack, which includes a bag of 12 bars in the flavor of your choice, plus 3 additional bars of flavors of their top selling flavors, plus free shipping, all for just $10. That's less than $1 per bar for 16 bars. So check it out. I'll put the link in the description box, and thank you, Verb, for sponsoring this portion of today's video. And I'm listening to Make Room, my audiobook, and it takes place in New York, and there's a heat wave going on, which, as it turns out, there is a horrific heat wave going on in certain parts of the country. I mean, it's always hot here, but we're equipped for it, you know, with the AC and whatnot. It's quite deadly. The elderly, in particular, are at risk for heat exhaustion, and even the deadly heat stroke. Your thermoregulatory centers kind of can't handle it. You can get heat syncope, which is basically fainting from heat, because basically what happens is that your sympathetic tone goes down, so your peripheral blood vessels dilate as part of how your body's going to start cooling itself. And because of that, you have decreased blood flow to the brain. Plus, if you don't take in good fluids and electrolytes, you become total body down. So if you go from lying down to standing too quickly, you're going to have a syncopal episode, or basically get dizzy and faint. Now, heat stroke is basically when your thermoregulatory centers, they completely go kaput. Rather than vasodilate peripherally, your body screws up and constricts, clamps down the blood vessels. That's what normally happens when you are in a cold environment, to preserve core body temperature. And when it's hot, the opposite happens. You dilate peripherally to cool the body. But when you have heat stroke, what ends up happening is that you clamp down peripherally and your body starts heating up internally, and it can cook your organs. You get an internal temperature of 104 degrees or greater than 40 degrees Celsius. So yeah, very dangerous. You have to go to the you can have a stroke. I mean, your muscles break down, which can lead to renal failure. You have to go be admitted to an intensive care unit. Yeah, people who are at risk for that are not only the elderly, but also like homeless people. You know, they are out in the elements, and you know, many of them may be elderly too. Costco dealio here on the Cetaphil moisturizing cream, $13.99 for the two. The lotion, which is also a good one, $13.39 for the 2 pumps plus the little 4-ounce on the go. I always used this in high school and college, actually. Rock has a retinol cleanser. This and the Olay retinol body wash. I'm suspicious. I don't think that it's worth the effort using a retinol face wash. Speaking of cleansers, they have the Dove hand soap. I've been pretty happy with this so far. Cucumber and green tea. Oh, that sounds nice. Oh, I love these Tweezer Man tweezers. You get 2 in the set. $18.99. So I'm here in Kroger, and it looks like Hemp's came out with a hand sanitizer. I've heard really good things about... Does it have fragrance? Yeah, it has fragrance. I've heard really good things about their body moisturizers. Which scent is good? The age-defying one. Sweet pineapple and honey melon. That sounds good. These Kroger dupes for Cetaphil are good. Speaking of Cetaphil, this is a favorite. The Soothing Gel Cream. It doesn't get enough attention. It has allantoin, which is anti-inflammatory. It's like a nice gel-like consistency. You can use this on the face. I've used it on the face successfully. I don't want no scrub. What is this? So Totally Clean. The salicylic acid toner. This is no polish choice. It has fragrance, which I wouldn't recommend with sal acid. Looks like the Simple Truth brand here at Kroger has some body oils. You know, the Neutrogena body oil I recommend as an oil cleanser. They have it in a fragrance-free version, but it has a little bit of an emulsifier in it, so that helps it rinse off more easily. This may be more difficult, but you could use it as an oil cleanser, I suppose, although some people do have issue with coconut oil and kind of irritate the pore, but borage seed oil is actually pretty good for the skin. If that didn't have fragrance, it'd be a good one for people with eczema, because both coconut oil and borage seed oil applied to eczema, that's been shown to be helpful actually, but you know, fragrance isn't ideal. Outside of skincare though, I love the Simple Truth brand for like food and stuff. It's pretty good. They have a vegan cream cheese, which, speaking of which, I need to pick up. That's really good. Kroger was not too crowded. Security guard they hired here because there have been so many thefts in the area. They have they have a parking lot security guy, and he goes around on this cool looking, kind of like a Segway, but it's like a cross between a Segway and an elliptical. It looks like an elliptical, but it moves like a Segway. Anyways, I just thought that would be a fun thing for a kid to have, buzz around the neighborhood. But I guess it's serving its purpose, policing the parking lot of petty theft. Although I shouldn't say petty, because a lot of people get attacked in these parking lots, like for their purse grabbing. I'm always on alert, so I'm grateful to have that guy circulating around. Yeah, so in Kroger, I was chatting with you guys about those body oils. I get a lot of questions about the specifics of double cleansing, and like, it's not a, set in stone law that you need to be double cleansing. But in many cases, if you have water resistant sunscreen on or makeup, using an oil cleanser first can definitely help break up the film of water resistant sunscreen. I mean, it can break it up, and so that when you come in with a second cleanser, everything gets washed away a lot more swiftly and easily. Oil cleansers typically have some kind of an emulsifier to make them mixed with water and rinse off. Well, hey guys, I'm back. I just finished a run. Another thing that's really common is heat rash, prickly heat, miliaria. Basically what it is, the eccrine sweat glands get occluded from sweat and become irritated kind of deeper down on the skin, and you can get little clear water blisters almost, or you can get these like red bumps that are really itchy. It can be pretty uncomfortable. It's especially common in humid places, tropical climates, common after vigorous exercise, especially if you wear, I'm wearing bike shorts, especially if you wear like spandex type clothing. You're sweating profusely and the sweat is being occluded on the skin. That's kind of a setup. It's also like really common in the hospital. Patients can get it on their back from lying on their back if they get really sweaty. Really common in babies because their sweat glands are pretty immature. Stay in a cool environment. Make sure you change out of sweaty clothing frequently. Have a fan blowing on the skin to cool the skin. If it's really bad, you can use calamine lotion to kind of soothe it. Cool compresses also help a lot as well. But you want to avoid soap actually, because that can really irritate the skin at that point when you have heat rash. It's another good use for the Skin Smart eczema spray that I'm always raving about, the hypochlorous. It'll help cool you and keep that at bay. So yeah, I thought of that when I was running. Anyways, when I was out running errands, I stopped by the P.O. box and check out what somebody made for me. Aren't these gorgeous? They're like little things to store stuff in. They're knit and they're in my favorite color, gray. I love the little detailing too. So there's this one that's like, would be good. You could put like a Kleenex box in there, or just, you know, store things, or you could even put a plant in there actually. And then this one is more like a bowl, really cute. I love these. This one too, you could put a Kleenex box in. I wonder if, yeah. Oh, maybe that's what these are for. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyways, they're adorable. They're really pretty and such a good job with the stitching. So, retin-A is on. Got my PJs on and I'm feeling good. These pajamas I got on the Amazonian, like, I feel like over a year ago, and they have held up really well. Those PJs that I had on last weekend in the vlog, the gray ones with the white hearts, same maker. They're really inexpensive too. They hold up well. My one gripe with them is that they have a drawstring, and the string, when you wash them, I mean, if you put them in a little lingerie bag, it shouldn't happen. But if you're like me and you just dump everything in the washing machine, the drawstring ends up kind of getting pulled out. But I'm just gonna come in with my, I have you guys on a turntable, 2 turntables and a microphone. I'm just gonna come in with my Function of Beauty hair serum. This thing is a favorite of mine. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap up the vlog here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It's always fun to go run errands with you guys and chit chat and just, you know, it's like you guys are in the car with me when I do these vlogs. So I always enjoy that, and I hope you guys do too. But anyways, don't forget to check out Verb energy bars. They're really good. And again, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.